In this session of material testing and evaluation, we are going to discuss about the modern material that is self-healing concrete. Myself, R.V. Zugdar, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. First of all, we will see what is self-healing concrete or what is meaning of self-healing. Self-healing is mostly defined as the ability of concrete to repair its small cracks autonomously or by self-processing. Basically, the cracks has to be filled by some cementing material in order to stop the crack to develop and damage the structures. It can prove to be vital as it can improve the strength, durability, and may ultimately increase the lifespan of the structure which is cracked. How can we make concrete to help heal itself? There are three categories of process of self-healing such as natural self-healing process, chemical self-healing process, and biological self-healing process. Natural self-healing process. Several natural processes can partially repair concrete cracks. By formation of calcium carbonate or calcium hydroxide, the cracks can be healed itself. The chemical reaction during this process is like H2O, that is water in combination of CO2 gives H2CO3, and which creates H plus ions plus HCO3 and gives 2H plus plus CO3 twice. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water and which may cause the healing of concrete. Ca2 plus plus CO3 2 minus gives CaCO3 and Ca2 plus plus HCO3 gives CaCO3 plus H plus. Free calcium ions are released as a result of cement hydration and dissipation through concrete as well as along the cracking surface reacts with CO3 2 minus and HCO3 minus. As a result, calcium carbonate crystals are formed in this process. Some other methods are cracks are blocked by impurities in the presence of water. Crack is further blocked by hydration of unreacted cement or cementitious material. Cracks are blocked by the expansion of hydrated cementitious matrix in the crack flanks, that is swelling of calcium silicate hydrate gel. Chemical self-healing process. It refers to the artificial healing by injecting chemical compounds into the crack for healing purpose. Self-healing concrete is designed by mixing chemical liquid reagents, that is glue, with fresh concrete in small containers. Two common chemicals used for healing of concrete are hollow pipettes and vessel networks containing glue and encapsulated glue. Hollow pipettes and vessel networks containing glue. Hollow pipettes contain glue that can be mixed with fresh concrete and will be ruptured during crack propagation, and the glue is released into the cracks and finally heals the crack in concrete and fills the crack throughout. This diagram shows the healing of concrete by using glue through the pipettes. Encapsulated glue. Cracks rupture the embedded microcapsules which contains glue, and glue is released into the cracks faces through capillary action, and the cracks gets filled with the help of glue present in the encapsulated covers. The diagram shows the procedure for healing of concrete using encapsulated glue. The next process of self-healing is biological self-healing process. Precipitation of polymorphic iron aluminum silicate, that is Fe Fe5Al thrice SiAiO10OH5 times and calcium carbonate CaCO3 are the most important process used for designing and biological self-healing of concretes. Using bacteria have many advantages such as bacteria are easy to culture, isolation of bacteria is not very complex, and many methods have been described for adding bacteria to concrete. Microorganisms can be added to the biological self-healing process of concrete through addition of microbial broth directly into the fresh concrete, addition in the form of spores, immobilized form of silica gel or activated carbon, encapsulated form, using the vascular networks as described under the chemical method to distribute the microorganisms. Biological precipitation of calcium carbonate. The most stable precipitated form of calcium carbonate is calcite. Microbial metabolism provides factors for the precipitate formation, and the cell wall of bacteria acts as nucleation site. Biological calcium carbonate precipitation using ureolytic bacteria is one of the most popular way to design self-healing concrete. In this process, the following reaction takes place. CONH twice 2 times plus H2O gives unreleased enzyme and which results in formation of NH2COOH plus NH3, that is carbamate. Biological precipitation of calcium carbonate gives following reaction: NH2COOH, that is urea plus H2O plus gives NH3 plus H2CO3. H2CO3 reacts with water and gives HCO3 minus plus H plus ions. Twice NH3 plus H2O, that is water content, gives 2NH4 plus plus 2 times OH minus. HCO3 minus plus H plus ions plus twice NH4, that is methane, plus 2OH minus gives rise to CO3 2 minus plus 2 times NH4 plus plus twice H2O. The calcium ions with passing through some electrical currents, it produces the cell minus Ca2 plus plus CO3 and gives rise to formation of calcium carbonate. Biological precipitation of calcium carbonate. The diagram shows the biological precipitation of calcium carbonate in which a crack is propagating into concrete and microorganisms can be activated into crack. Microorganisms grow and precipitate calcium carbonate around their wall cells and can fill the crack easily. These are some photographs of self-healing concrete of concrete. The first diagram shows the cracking in concrete, and due to the biological process or bacterial process, the cracks are filled by self reactions. The biological precipitation of polymorphic iron aluminum silicate, that is Fe5Al3 SiAlO10OH5. The bacteria Leuconostoc mesenteroids plays an important role in precipitating the silica at acidic pH. The bacterium utilizes carbohydrate to produce lactic acid, hence creating an acidic environment. The reduced solubility of colloidal silica results in precipitation. The method is not popular as acidic condition and is not good for durability of concrete. Now in this session we have discussed about various processes for self-healing or self-repairing of concrete, which is most commonly used nowadays and which is important to improve the life of structure. Thank you.